Hey, Scott Sambucci here over at Sales Qualia. And if you're running a B2B startup right now, you might be asking yourself right now, what should I be doing? And I'm going to give you the answer to that question in just a moment. So, first, let me just kind of set the stage. So, think about it this way: we're about 6 weeks into what I call this outbreak of volatility, this outbreak of uncertainty in the market. And chances are, over those first couple of weeks, you had a couple of really hard things to do, right? You might have had to make some cuts. You had to stabilize and focus the team. You had to spend some time with your customers to make sure that they were good and that they were stable. And you've done all of those things over the first couple of weeks now. And you're sitting here and wondering, well, what's next? What should I be doing next? And the answer to that question is grow. You need to be growing because right now I know for a fact your competitors are out there and they are growing. And here's how I know that your competitors are growing. So, we work with B2B startups every single day in our coaching program. We have been running workshops, online workshops, webinars. I've been messaging people, and people have been messaging me on LinkedIn, on email. Over the last 6 weeks, I've counted over 150 either conversations, people on our webinars and workshops, working with our clients, phone calls that we've done, and that's a cross section. Think of that as a cross section, as a sampling of what's going on in the startup environment. And here's a couple of just data points that I know for a fact are out there, and I'm going to share those with you. So here are some of the data points. So just over the last 4 weeks. So we, with our client group right now in the retail sector, we have one client that's added 7 new clients, 7 new customers, and they sell directly to large retailers. In the last week, we have 2 clients selling to the healthcare sector. They're selling to healthcare companies right now, and both of those companies have sold deals that are either mid 5 figures or into the 6 figure range. We have 2 clients that have sold into the manufacturer and banking sector. We have another client who's now hiring, who's just hired and onboarded a salesperson to run their sale, an entire territory, a whole part of their business for them. We've had 2 new clients come and join our coaching program in the retail sector, also selling to large scale manufacturers. We've got another client who has reps consistently hitting 150% of quota. It's like these are all your competitors. So you don't have to be in the manufacturing sector. You don't have to be in the retail sector. You don't have to be in the healthcare sector to think, well, those companies are competitors to mine, but they are, because this is the activity that's happening out there right now. There are companies that are moving forward. There are companies that are growing their teams. There are companies that are selling their stuff, even in the most difficult industries right now, healthcare, retail, manufacturing. These companies are out there and they're pushing forward. And so if you're wondering, what should I be doing? What should I be doing right now that I've stabilized the business, I've focused in on the customers, I've got the team dialed in this whole new work from home environment? The answer is grow. You've got to keep going. You've got to keep growing. If you're not growing, then you are dying. That's just the way it is. I've talked about this in the first week of this outbreak of volatility. I talked about the status quo fallacy. I've talked about how if you're just trying to keep your head above water, the market, as it continues to shift you down, as the external factors continue to shift down, it's only going to push you below the line. And by the time you come out of this volatility, however long it takes for this economy to pull back up, for us to get back to whatever new normal there's going to be, that distance between where you are below the line and where everyone else is going to be that's been setting themselves up above the line to grow, that distance is going to be irrecoverable for you. So right now, however hard it is, it might be hard from a mental standpoint, it might be hard from a team standpoint, it might be hard to get yourself to say, like, well, how do we do outreach to our market right now? Whatever those blockers are, you've got to grow. You just have to grow. You have to keep going. So this is one of the reasons for us in the work that we're doing with our clients. Like this week, we're having Aaron Ross come in and do a guest training all about nailing your niche. We work with Jason Bay, who is a prospecting outbound sales ninja. Many of you who are watching this video probably also follow Jason on LinkedIn. He does coaching in our coaching program. He's coming in on a weekly basis and working with all of our clients to do outreach, to do outbound, and work on their outbound strategies. So right now, like, we are investing in our clients, and our clients are investing in their growth because they know they have to. So if you're wondering what should I be doing right now, the answer is grow. That's all there is to it. Like, this is a cross section, whether it's our clients or the teams that we're working with on the open webinars, the workshops, the office hours, all of the different ways that we interact with the market. What I know is that there are companies out there moving forward, they're growing, they're figuring out a way to keep going when it comes to sales, when it comes to growth, when it comes to serving their customers and finding new customers. So that's my message for you here. I haven't done any videos in I didn't do anything last week because we've just been so heads down with all of our client work and bringing on new clients into our program. And as I pull out of that a little bit and look ahead and try to talk to the community and try to understand what's going on out there, like, from a mindset standpoint, the one message that I want you to get from all of this, that we are now into this 6th or 7th week of volatility, is after the cuts, after the stabilization, after the focusing on your customers and on your business and on your team, you've got to get to a place right now to grow and figure that out. Now, if you want some help with this, if you feel like I want to grow, I want to figure out the strategy, I want to get something moving forward, then maybe I can help you. Maybe our team can help you. I don't know. I don't know you personally. Maybe I do if you're watching this video. But if you're at a place now where you've said, I've stabilized the business, I've stabilized the team, I know what I need to be doing, I need to grow, but I don't know how, and I want some help, then all I want you to do is type the word growth in the comments below. If you type the word growth, then the team and I will reach out to you and talk to you about how we might be able to help you. Right now, we're looking for five teams right now, startup CEOs, B2B startups. Ideally, you're either seed funded or Series A funded, and you're in a situation where you know you need to grow. You've got to be friendly and coachable. You've got to be willing to engage, and you have to be open to this idea that moving forward is the only option that you've got. So if you want some help with this, we're here to help. And even if you don't, type the word growth, you should if you're looking for some help. But even if you don't, then just know the one thing you need to do this week is focus in on how do you go forward? How do you grow? So that's it. That's my message to you right now. It's Monday morning. I'm going to get down to business, start working with our clients, start working on our own sales pipeline. We have teams that we're interviewing right now that want to join our program starting in May because they're in this growth mindset. And those are the kinds of people that we can help. So regardless of whether you're one of those people or not, just know that right now what you need to do is grow. Okay? That's it. That's a straight talk from me because I know your competitors are out there and they're out there growing. They're growing their team, they're growing their sales, they're growing their business, they're growing their pipeline. You need to be doing the same thing. All right, that's it for now. Scott Sambucci, signing off.